Hello and welcome back to Clicks on the Side. Today we return to the Hellfire Gala with our latest guest arriving for a 300-point modern theme team build, and he is arriving on your left. We are going to start with Falcon today. Really do appreciate this sculpt. It wasn't one of the main ones I was looking forward to when set was announced, but I have come to really appreciate it. I really like the sunglasses. Yep. Fancy Falcon himself. I'll put you over to the side for now. We are going to be playing him at his 40-point click. Just a little bit further. There we go. He does have the Avengers team ability. It comes with the Avengers, Heroes for Hire, X-Men, and Soldier keywords. Has the Gala invite trait that we've been seeing. Falcon starts the game with an invite token once per turn for all characters with this trait. When a friendly character with the Avengers keyword attacks, you may remove an invite token from a friendly character to replace a die in their attack roll with a 5. Also does have a high fashion trait. His is shawl collar suit, red tint glasses. When a friendly character with the X-Men keyword hits and a 10 with 2 5s was rolled, after resolutions, place a standard friendly character up to 3 squares away from its current square. As you can see, he does have a range of 4. The card has been eroded, as you can see on his base. Better look there. He does have flight. He doesn't have wings on this sculpt, but he does still have flight. And he also has improved movement through, down here, improved movement through characters. So, very handy for everything he can do. Only 4 clicks long at his 40-point click. Special movement, precision strike, toughness, and enhancement with some willpower there on the back end. Let us take a look at that special movement power. Special delivery. Charge Flurry. Now, it gets a little iffy here because I'm pretty sure there's, I don't remember if this has been errated yet, but it should receive one just because there's grammar errors. When Falcon uses Charge and carries, a carried character, I believe it's supposed to be, may be given the close as free, or make the close attack instead of Falcon. So at least that's how I've been reading it, is that it should be may instead of my, but we might have to double check on that. I don't remember if that has been officially errated yet. But very nice. You can either let him go up and do his flurry if you want, or if there's somebody else on the team you'd rather take the swing, you can let them, or if they have some other close action that they can do that you'd rather than do as free instead of be charged for it, by all means. So yeah, pretty straightforward with that special delivery. Power, I like it, especially for only 40 points. A little cheaper than the Avengers 60th Falcon. Doing similar things, but not quite the same. So what theme team are we going to do with Falcon? I've kept trying to do a theme, different theme team for each member. So we've done Avengers, we've done X-Men. We are going to do Heroes for Hire for Falcon. And joining him on this team, I'm sorry, I did forget to mention, he is also going to have Bucky's Arm. So he's going to be 45 points with the Bucky's Arm item, giving him Close Combat Expert to go with that flurry, and the Super Senses on a 6. Alright, having said that, joining Falcon with the Heroes for Hire team, we are going to bring in from the Spider-Man Beyond Amazing set, Rare, number 44, Daredevil. I have been trying my darndest to find a team that I like this Daredevil on that works. Hand, martial artist, and every time he's good, but he just costs just too much to make it work with who else is on there, or there's not enough range many different things. This is a team I feel like he can work with. We're going to go ahead and move him and Falcon over. There we are. All right, Daredevil has the Spider-Man family team ability, which will come in handy later. Actually, it comes in handy for him as well. Has the Heroes for Hire, Marvel Knights, Spider-Man family, the hand and martial artist keywords. Has the trait A Good Night's Work, Stealth. Once per turn when Daredevil hits with a close attack, after resolutions he may immediately move up to 4 squares and make a close attack targeting a different opposing character. Not bad at all. Improved movement through character bases. Does have a range of 6 with 3 targets. Starts off with Charge, In-Cap, Super Senses, which with his team ability is Super Duper Senses, and a special damage power as well. But I want to talk about that In-Cap. So if you're able to do a close In-Cap, move 4 squares, In-Cap again. If you're able to go into 2 different groups, like if your opponent has a group of 2 there, group of 3 over there, you could potentially In-Cap 6 different characters in one turn if they're all positioned in just the right way. Just saying, that's insane. Let's take a look at that special damage power. It is Devil of Hell's Kitchen. Outwit, but may target a character regardless of line of fire. Remember, he has a range of 6. So he doesn't even have to see them. There can be blocking in the way. He can still outwit them. Thank you very much. Just a very strong in-cap piece. That is going to be his main goal. And even if he gets knocked off that in-cap later on, he does have sidestep with Precision Strike, Empower, and Combat Reflexes to still be a menace up close. But since he has that in-cap and he has the Spider-Man family keyword, he is also going to get... I'm sorry, I'm holding up the wrong card. Not Bucky's arm, he's getting the web shooters for free. To make his in-cap just that much more annoying, incapacitate when this character uses it until your next turn. Characters can't have their action tokens removed except for clearing. So go ahead and take away their willpower, cosmic willpower, any specials, leadership, any of that stuff. Just a real pain in the butt to try to get rid of. For 75 points, I feel like that is just about right. Next up, joining the Heroes for Hire, from the Wheels of Vengeance set, we're going to be bringing in rare number 27, Iron Fist. And yes, this is another character I was wanting to actually get on a team that worked. I've put him on a couple of Avengers teams, and it does work, but I usually try to get him on a 75 point. Here, we're going to put him on his 30 point click. Excuse me. There we go. That's the spot. All right. Iron Fist has the team player team ability. Avengers, Defenders, Heroes for Hire, Kunlun, Martial Artist, and Mystical keywords. It does have the trait Master Breathing Techniques. Willpower. Opposing characters within 4 squares that can use willpower only succeed on a 6. I mean, that's fantastic. Make it that much harder if especially with the trait he has up later. If you come up against a 2x2 or a colossal or giant size, that will make it that much harder for them to get their willpower rolls. Only 3 clicks long at 30 points. Has a special movement. Has Precision Strike, Super Senses, and Exploit Weakness. I'll tell you right now, he is going to copy the Spider-Man family team ability to give himself some Super Duper Senses for a better chance at surviving. Since he only has those 3 clicks, it will not take much to knock him out if they hit. It does have a trait. Here's that trait, Besting Xiao Lao, the Undying. When Iron Fist attacks 1 or more opposing characters, modify his attack +2 if any of the targets are multi-base or have one or more of the following giant size, colossal, or monster keyword. That's just fantastic, especially with a lot of the sets that have been coming out lately. You have a good chance of running into those. And again, that's where that reducing their chance of getting willpower will come in handy. You just got to get him close enough into the action. There is the special movement power, Charge Force Blast. Force Blast is free, but only to target an adjacent character. So there you go. If you happen to already be beside them, you can charge up, you can Force Blast them, then charge at them again if you want to. If you're just not in the right position. Just another little handy piece for 30 points. That Super Senses makes him just annoying enough, and with the Exploit Weakness, he can get some damage in. All right, the next person joining the team is actually, we're cheating a little bit. She is a super rare from the Avengers 60th set. Super rare number 42. Miss Marvel. I've not been able to find a team that I liked her on yet. I like the piece, but as an actual team, I kept finding her to be too expensive or it just wasn't the right fit. But I think we found a good one in this team. There we go. Miss Marvel. Has the Avengers team ability, Avengers keyword, as well as champions, inhumans, and celebrity. We are going to be using her at her 50-point click. Has the trait, know their stretchy powers. Look, I'll just show you. Close combat expert and shape change traded. Gotta love that, especially when you see her movement power here in just a moment. Has Quake, Invuln, and Empower to start off, with some regen later on. Precision Strike and Charge. Has a second trait, and this is where we get away with making it a theme team. This is just like a fanfic I wrote. When establishing theme teams, choose a keyword for Miss Marvel to gain this game. In this case, it will be Heroes for Hire. If Miss Marvel is on a theme team for a keyword printed on her card, she can use probability control. So we lose that. But if she is on a themed team for a keyword not printed on her card, she can use Perplex. So right there, she has gained Perplex for the game. There's the special movement ability. What if we did cool team-up moves? Free. Choose one to last until you choose again. You can choose tiny size. When an adjacent character begins a move, after resolutions, you may place Miss Marvel adjacent to them. Normal size gains flurry. Giant size, colossal, charge. Not bad at all. Again, that is only on her first click at 50 points. But for the strategy on this team, that's all you'll need it for. And we'll get into more on that in just a moment. Because joining Miss Marvel from the Wheels of Vengeance set number 10, the common Night Nurse. There she is, and she is going to essentially be Miss Marvel's best friend on this team. No team abilities, does have Defenders, Heroes for Hire, Marvel Knights, and Scientist keywords. And she's mainly on this team for that damage power, Painkiller, Support. Adjacent friendly characters that share a keyword with Night Nurse can reduce penetrating damage. So the idea is to have her next to Miss Marvel throughout the game. Stay. That way, Miss Marvel can reduce penetrating damage with that invuln that she has to start. And then with that defend, it'll give her an 18 defense should she get knocked off that top dial. Then the support is there that you can always bring Miss Marvel back up. Miss Marvel will also have some regen at the tail end should you need it. And do not forget, Miss Marvel also has shape change to make her that much harder to get rid of. And for only 20 points, it is a great support piece. So my plan for this setup is using Falcon. And his special delivery to let Falcon carry up Night Nurse. Well, I would actually start with Miss Marvel. I'm sorry. Starting from the beginning, Miss Marvel would start beside Falcon, while Falcon will also start beside Night Nurse. You would choose tiny size for the free for Miss Marvel to make her tiny sized. And then you would do your move action with Falcon. You wouldn't have to do the charge, but just a move action in general. So you could move up to 8, carrying up Night Nurse up to your opponent. Stop one spot short. Drop Night Nurse beside you. And then, with that tiny size, when an adjacent character begins a move, after resolutions, you may place Miss Marvel adjacent to them. So, with that, 9 squares away, you can just place her down. And since she was placed, she can still attack right away. Yeah, that would be... You could quake, or if you just want to take a swing, that is your prerogative. But essentially, that could be a first turn attack at 9 spots away. She is now up front, tying up whatever piece you just based her to, with a support piece behind her with Night Nurse, and now reducing penetrating damage with that shape change. Falcon is still behind her to charge in again next turn if need be, with his flurry. And starting next turn, you can go ahead and make her normal size and she gains her own flurry. So just a lot of annoying pieces to that they have to worry about just to try to take care of Miss Marvel alone. Daredevil's still there, able to incap things. They buy some time to get the Iron Fist up if you need to. So they're already dealing with all of that. I still have 80 points to play with. The perfect piece that I thought to come in is from the Wheels of Vengeance set. Rare number 48 Ghost Rider himself, which is just a awesome sculpt. If you've not been able to see one of these in person, it does not do it justice, what you're seeing on the screen right now. And of course, it glows in the dark. I wish I could show that off at the moment, but it just would not come out well. Ghost Rider has the mystical team ability and the team player team ability. Defenders, Heroes for Hire, Midnight Suns, Thunderbolts, Mystical Ruler, and Vehicle keywords. Has the long pilot trait. Pilot, Ghost Rider, and Midnight Suns. Bear with me here. When revealing your force, you may choose a single base character from on your sideline that is named Ghost Rider or has the Midnight Suns keyword, and turn it to any click. Ghost Rider can use the standard power and damage powers displayed on that character's dial. When Ghost Rider is KO'd, before removing him from the map, generate the chosen character from your sideline on its last non-KO click. This game, that character can't be healed or replaced and isn't scored when KO'd. Protected Pulse Wave. He does have improved movement through elevation and character bases. Range of 4 with 2 targets. Starts off with hypersonic speed, poison, invincible, and leadership. And that poison goes throughout, but you eventually get charged, some sidestep. You do lose the leadership eventually, but a solid piece, and we aren't done yet. Because he also has the trait King of the Underworld. Ghost Rider and adjacent friendly characters can use their powers regardless of opposing effects. Protected Pulse Wave. So if you're beside Ghost Rider, you are not being outwit. There's nothing you can do about it. Even if they have that legacy ace from the Royal Flush Gang, does not work on Ghost Rider. And yet has another trait, Stuntman of Justice, Regeneration Willpower. When Ghost Rider makes an attack before rolling, you may choose that this roll can't be re-rolled or have its dice replaced. If you do, Ghost Rider deals penetrating damage, and after resolutions, deal him 1 unavoidable damage. If he missed all targets. So you can choose to do that and aim for 2 different targets, and as long as you hit one of them, it's penetrating damage, and you do not take that unavoidable damage. Not very much risk, high reward for that one. But you'll notice he's only 70 points, so you do have 10 more points to play with. But first, let's the pilot I'm going to choose is Ghost Rider 001 from Wheels of Vengeance. Here we are. And he's just going to sit on his last click there with the Flurry, Steal Life, Regen, and Shape Change. So now, add Steal Energy and Shape Change to this entire dial. Makes him that much more formidable. And for the last 10 points, he's going to put the Red Symbiote on, which gives Blades, Claws, Fangs, Steal Energy. If this character can already use Steal Energy, they instead heal 1 click for each damaged character. So now you're adding Steal Energy, Blades, and Shape Change onto this Ghost Rider with that special healing 1 click, since he can already use Steal Energy now. So if you target 2 with Steal Energy, you heal 2 clicks. He's got that Invincible to start off with, so if you knock him off of it, he's got so many ways to heal back up now. I don't envy trying to have to take this guy out. But that is my take on a 300-point modern Heroes for Hire theme team featuring the Fancy Falcon himself. I'm actually quite proud of this one. I'm looking forward to giving this team a try at the local comic shop. And yeah, I really did not think Falcon was going to walk away with one of my favorite teams that I put together from the Hellfire Gala, but I really think he did. It is right up there for me with the Captain Marvel team. So we are coming close to an end. We still have 1 figure left to do a theme team build around, and that should be coming out in the next few days. Just still trying to figure out the right pieces for a dapper Captain America himself, but he is the last but not least. But I do want to thank you for joining me. I know it's been a little bit longer this time around, but thank you very much, and until next time, this has been Clicks on the Side.